CurbNerdChris. I like to skateboard on curb. Why don't you join the session with my friends and I?
There's nowhere better to practice flat ground than the beach. Frontside 180, switch frontside 180, backside 180, switch backside 180, frontside 360. I gotta work on that one. I love it. Let's meditate on this.
All right, you know where I'm at right now. Oaks. I just want to give you guys an update on what I've been doing. Been getting my thumb better. I've been filming the new blockhead video with all the posse. Haven't been doing too many curb nerds lately because I've had to take a break because I haven't really been on my board too much outside of meeting up with Bergthold and skating with him, filming him. And another thing I wanted to talk about is Tank, one of my most inspirational skateboarders in the world. I love him. If you know him, then you know him. If you don't, then you better figure it out. He has fun. He shows us all how to have fun on a skateboard. And I have him in my mind this morning over here at Oaks. I'm gonna try and bust out one of his tricks, so see you in a sec. I'm gonna show you some stuff on Tank, and then you're gonna start to love him too. All right. Little bit of stall action, but that's for Tank right there. Much love, homie. See you out on the streets. And thanks for tuning into this Curb Nerd Chris. It's gonna be a fun one. I like that stall. It's a little bit scary up there. All right, you know where my set is here, over at Oaks. I showed up the other day and did a Tank trick. Yeah, what up, Rashad? My homie's a conductor on that train right there. Yeah, and got a trick here the other day, Tank inspired, like I was saying. Skated with Dave Bergthold the other day and got a little trick over a couple parking blocks. Went to Moonlight with my daughter, got a stationary curb trick. Now I'm gonna work on a trick, another one right here, you know, I still got this thing on me. Doctor says it's healing good. I'm gonna work on a new trick like I always do here. I'm trying to work on at least, a few hundred MBDs throughout the years. I'm gonna work on it and I think I'm gonna get it. What about you? I've been posting a lot of, stuff that I figure is cool stuff, about looking out for one another, about minding your own business. But if you do put your business out there, then it should be positive, be loving, be compassionate, empathetic, all the good things in life instead of this negative bull crap that seems to be thrown around all the damn time. It doesn't make you a tough person to be negative or to throw hate at somebody. And I think that's what this week's knowledge is going to be about, minding your business. And if you don't mind your business and you do want to make it your business to get into somebody's business, then make it positive, make it uplifting, make it to where the other person seems to think that or wants to know, or make it out to be like, the other person that you're positive with gets inspiration from you. Good words go a long ways in life. Even those hateful sons of bitches coaches and those people that like to spit negative bullshit, you know, I'm sure they like to hear positive things about themselves. Makes them feel good about themselves, you know? And I think this world nowadays seems to thrive off of getting into other people's business, somehow turns them into energy vampires, and they get off on it. Like, they love it. They love that feeling. Wow, how lame is that? There's a lot of energy put into that instead of just being nice to somebody, you know, saying you love what they're doing. Hey, I love you being yourself, you know? I love that we're all in this area together. Somehow my family got in this area, your family got in this area. Now we're able to mingle. My culture's different than yours. Maybe I could learn something from yours and you can learn something from mine. Give each other props from it. Or, man, you work harder than me. That's gonna make me feel like I should work hard too because I'm inspired by you. Or I work harder than you. Maybe I can rub off on you a little bit and then you might change your gear up, huh? I mean, doesn't that seem cool? Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling, but that's my message, my knowledge for this week. Mind your own business. And if you don't, then make sure your business is to uplift somebody. Yeah, that's rad. I'm gonna set this camera down and try and get a skate trick. Thanks for tuning in. CurbNerdChris. I've been off for a little bit, but I know you haven't gone nowhere. I haven't gone anywhere either. Been taking a little summer break, making sure my bones heal, and I'm out there filming Dave Berthold lately. Can't wait for you to see this old guy's footage. I hate kind of saying old guy. I just do it just to mess with him. But really, he's a young guy at heart, one of my favorite people. Can't wait for you to see his new part in the Blockhead video. Same with Joy, same with Laban, same with Hachi, same with Christian, same with Sam. But I should say something about me. But, you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm switching my style up, and I'm making it fun for me. So I like what I'm doing. Here we go. Psyched on that one. 50 front shove, nose pick fakie. I like that. It's a new one. Never done it before. Hope you enjoy this CurbNerdChris. It's gonna be a good one. One of my brothers from Blockhead, Laban Pheidias, is gonna talk to us. I went up to LA, sat with him, asked him a few questions. I think you'll love it. I love it. I love him. I love his family. I love everything about this cat. So that just means that if you support CurbNerdChris, you gotta support Bonkersville. That's Laban's DIY skate park that he does a YouTube channel with.
Welcome to Bonkersville!
Oh man, sure do love that spot. Get a proper one. Dang it. Oh. Man, I just want to get a proper one. You know how that is. You know, I showed you a couple of them, but I just want to get a proper one. Maybe this is it. I'm going to check. Yeah, I'm happy with that one. Stalled it up there a little bit. The first one I did, foot was just a little bit all over the place on that tail. That one, stalled it out a bit. Thought about it. Thought about coming in nose pick forward like that, but that's going to be for another day. Yeah. Oh, psyched on my session today. And you know me, I have to show you my process, how many tries it takes me to do a trick. I like that. It's cool. Makes me feel good getting my personal MBDs too. So thanks for hanging in there with me. All right, that trick was for the gram. Now this one for the Curb Nerd episode. Little extra credit banger for you. That was a lot of fun. Another MBD. Psyched. All right. Well, I had a trick I had in mind yesterday, and I'm back, so gonna have to deal with it. I think I'll take that. Big spin back disaster, pivot to rock. It's not what I wanted to try, but I really like it anyways. MBD for me. Yeah. That was the one. Psyched. I'm watching Bonkersville right now with Laban on the TV. His last one was pretty cool. Thrift store shred. I was thinking about asking him some questions. What do you think? I think it's cool. So, Laban, hi.
Yo.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, you know. We had some vegan enchiladas tonight.
Every time I come over here, you have some kind of a good vegan delicacy to eat.
So I always say you better come over here hungry. Be stopping for food on the way. I'm about to feed you some vegan food.
You're like the oldest vegan I know.
Definitely old. Definitely vegan. So yeah.
How come you're vegan?
For the animals.
I like that. That's good. I like animals too.
I'm not trying to be a poser and say that I love animals and then pay for someone to murder them for me.
That would suck, dude.
Never really liked posers.
I'd be bummed on you if you did that.
Unless you're like self-admitted poser who is happily being a poser and you're cool with that, then I'm down.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of posers out there. I'm glad that you're not one. STP, stop the posers.
There's too many posers these days. Kind of over it.
That rules. I like that. I like being vegan too, you know? Why did you start doing Bonkersville?
Because this house, I got it because it had a cement backyard. And then you built a little spine back there.
This little spine.
That's the first. That's the first of the ramps in the backyard of the Bonkersville right there.
Yeah.
That little thing. But it was, at that point, it was just this and this. There was no like transition this way, no nothing over here.
Yeah, so it's just like 2 feet.
Literally, that's it. That's what we started off with.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of chicken wire, a little bit of, I put some bricks under there and just formed it. I didn't even put any like rebar or anything. It's just sitting there on top of your concrete, dude. And
rubble.
Once it started up, then Dano really hit it up hard first, you know, remember?
Yeah.
Dano was like really doing some crazy stuff on there, remember?
We'll try to dig up footage.
This is 2014.
2014.
This is 11 years ago on this one right here.
Yeah, so
Started it.
so basically for like a year, all we skated was this little 2 feet area of a spine. And also, let's get a couple tricks on it now.
Okay.
Like just for old time's sake.
Just because we were messing with nose pick, I want to try a nose pick over it, and then we'll start seeing what happens after that, you know?
Nose pick is kind of the theme today, so
Yeah.
I think Lambert's got something on it. And,
I'll just do nose pick the fakes over, and then from that point,
we'll see what happens. Yeah.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right.
Think you got it? Gosh! First try. First try. That was sick. So,
Quick transition.
yeah.
You just, this thing has actually hurt us more than anything because it's so small that you get overconfident and then
Yeah.
it will really take you out.
And
you know, so-
it's honestly, it's kind of ignored now. Like
is.
it's like people skate everything else, so they don't really hit the spine. So I'm gonna set up the little tripod and let's get a couple tricks on it.
Okay.
I'll get some with you.
And then as we kept skating it, we had sessions for years and years and years and years and years.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a perfect flat ground spot back there, but we weren't really flipping our boards as much as we
We're just
used to.
having fun.
You know?
And
Yeah.
we're just dorking. We just had a place to skate, and then, but then I remember doing a post and someone calling it Laban Land, and I didn't. As soon as that happened, I didn't want it to be called Laban Land, and just because I just didn't want that. I didn't want my name on it. I just wanted something else, and because I didn't think of it that way, and so. Will Carsola and Dave Stewart used to have a comedy show. They did a comedy sketch where they had made these signs. Part of their comedy sketch was a place called Bonkersville. And,
Bonkersville. Will and Dave did.
It's on HBO.
You okay? Yeah, everything is.
Day by Day Productions. A lot of great things.
Don't miss the season premiere of Mr.
The day's looking good today. You walk to the kitchen to brew up a pot of that warm cup of sunshine. You hear a knock at your door. Well, could it be this early, you say? You look through the peephole and see it's your best friend Dave. He's been up all night drinking and he still wants to rage. You offer him some coffee, but he says no fucking way.
You kind of brought him over here from Richmond, Virginia back in the days for Stupid Face.
Yeah, for a comedy show.
Comedy show that you did, Stupid Face. Yeah.
Stupid Face.
Then I went to a yard sale that Will was having, and he was selling the sign.
Bonkersville sign.
He was selling the Bonkersville sign from the HBO sketch, and I was like,
Oh,
dude,
wow.
I'm buying that. Mounted it up, and I'm like, it's Bonkersville.
Wow. That rules, dude. So that's how Bonkersville came about.
That's how, even though it was already, we had already been sessioning it for years and years and years, but that's where the name came about. That's when it officially became Bonkersville.
You're an editor and filmer, director, all of that kind of stuff behind the cameras, utilizing your skills just to make a show now for yourself.
The YouTube show was kind of like, we were having so many fun sessions that I'm telling you, they were so fun. And I would edit it down to here's 1 minute of cool stuff, but I was like, all the banter and all the other stuff that you normally...
All the B-roll stuff, all the stuff that is all of us just having fun and making fun of each other, having the best times ever together.
All that
skating.
Is the valuable part of a session.
And it's not about just making a trick. It's about everything in between the battles and the fun.
It's about and the encouragement and the talking shit. Every part of it. And so I was like, I really wanted a longer form.
I love that.
And I did, I don't know how many episodes of television. So I'm used to doing longer form. That's why right now all my shows end up around 22 minutes because for years it was like a 30-minute show. 30-minute shows because of commercial breaks for 22 minutes.
22.
So I was doing that's basically what I do now, and it comes really natural, and I get to show way more. And you know what? If you're not even a skater, I have people that watch it that aren't skaters, and they relate to all the other stuff and they like it. It's about the little stories.
Love watching it. Yeah.
So and it's about the good times, and we're all about having skating for fun.
Yeah.
And having a good time and fucking, I mean, the shit that goes on back there is...
Uh-oh, where are you going?
This is an iconic logo.
That's it. That's it. Stay on, stay on. Yeah! This has a history of slipperiness. Yeah. There you go.
Because you started doing the Bonkersville thing, you came up with my name, CurbNerdChris, and then I just had to start making these videos just because I love doing it.
You need a show. I said, why not? I think I showed you some quick editing techniques, and you've been going at it ever since. And
I love it. Oh man, I love editing now and filming and doing this. Yeah. I was always the guy on the other side of the camera where you were yelling at me for messing up my lines a few times. We were having fun. We had a great. I mean, probably the best times of my life was you behind the camera telling me, kind of prepping me on what I should do on the other side of the camera.
And he turned into Slam. That was funny. I thought it was great.
With the mohawk and doing the crazy slam stuff.
Yeah, that was my favorite time.
You were on the post side of it. And but I was like, you know what? Like, you need something that you can have your world and your own control and constantly putting out your own stuff and whatever you want to. No producers, nothing, no one else to have to like. It's just you. And you know what? I'm so hyped because like. You started doing it, and then right away I was like, "Yep, it's working.
It's starting to work."
Yeah.
And just trust your process. Yeah. And just trust your process. Filming the heads up video. You and I traveled a lot together to get footage. I mean, I can go on for rad stories between you and I going on the road and getting footage.
Give a shout out to Dano.
Yo, dude. Yes. Wow.
We're calling it a day.
Yeah, that was good, dude. All right.
Next time we'll bring tank.
Dano Sullivan paid for us to go to Albuquerque, New Mexico, to go check out his area that he just moved to.
He wanted us to see the spots there, which were insane. And
that's a best
buddy. I had already been out there. And so I was like, dude, my part's basically done, but I was like, Lambert, you need more footy.
Yep.
And so when Dano asked me to go, I'm like, no, don't, like, Lambert needs to go. And he's like, well, then you're both going. And I was like,
oh my God, I couldn't believe it.
To step up.
I had to step up big time, but I couldn't step up for the first couple days because we were on an airplane ride.
Our plane dropped out of the sky and almost landed at like 100. Remember when all the planes were falling out of the sky?
Yeah.
We were in the one that fell almost 100 feet to a school.
Sideways.
And then I look, I don't get, for some reason.
This guy parties when things happen like that on airplanes where I'm like shitting bricks. I'm putting a hickey on the seats. I'm straight up like, and then I had to get the barf bag.
Yeah, Lambert is white. He gets the puke bag and he starts puking. We're like sideways, and I'm trying to get my phone now, and I'm laughing. I know it sucks, but like it was so funny.
He's getting footage of me throwing up in a bag, or at least photos.
We're plummeting to the ground, by the way. It was like almost hit the ground, and then they regained control. Some shit was going on. But you were sick with spinning.
I was spinning for 2 days. But then we got up. We would get up at 5 a.m, and we would go out before the sun came out. It was 100 degrees out.
It was over 100 degrees out.
110 degrees out there.
110 degrees out. I went out and skated with Tank. That was the first time I skated with Tank.
Oh.
You missed the whole first day.
I know I did.
Get on there right away, but we'll see.
I'm so bummed because, but we did meet up with Tank every day after that, and he's become like a best buddy. So love that guy. Laban was a big inspiration on pushing me to go get some rad ditch stuff out in Albuquerque.
Oh, Lambert. Yeah, buddy.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got Daniel?
I was going to ask Laban, like, what was your favorite trick that you filmed? I mean, I know my favorite trick that you had in your part, but what was your favorite trick that you filmed in your heads up video? Because I asked Dave this the last Curb Nerd.
My favorite trick that I filmed of you.
No, like your no.
Let me just say this. When we met with Tank early in the morning, you daffied maybe?
I daffied.
I think you daffied down to gate.
Yeah.
Right? And then Tank is waiting there.
Yeah.
You had to jump up and catch your board, which is actually pretty tricky.
It was pretty hard.
And because I remember we were blocking, dude, I don't know if you remember.
We were blocking a river.
There was water coming through the whole one way, so we were going up and making these mini dams way up to stop it, just so you could do this trick. And then you had to pop on there, and then he pushes the gate all the way over around and then hanging over into the ditch.
Into the ditch.
And then you had to just be like, okay, I'm dropping. Imagine this is early in the morning.
And it's funny, I see that footage and I'm like, it wasn't as high looking as it felt. Because it felt like sketchy jumping into that bank.
It was so rad. It was rad. That was my favorite clip that I filmed.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate you for that.
I also liked your switch front board, honestly, at that other one where you went in fakie.
Oh, and go down fakie? Oh, yeah.
Didn't you go in fakie?
I did.
That? Because that's scary.
That was scary.
Yeah. You have to fully commit.
That was my first one. That was the first one I landed on and I went for.
I have to stay on.
I have to, yeah. Because there was a little river down at the bottom of that one, too. I had to go over a switch. That was scary. Yeah, there's like water down there. Thanks for filming that stuff. What was your favorite trick that you had in your heads up video?
Well, I told you mine of yours, so you tell me yours of mine.
My favorite trick that you had in your heads up video was the juggle 4 balls while rail sliding like 100 feet.
Okay.
And that was rad because the person that filmed that has become a really good friend of ours, Dave.
Yeah.
Right?
Shout out to Dave.
Shout out to San Antonio Dave. And yeah, that was rad. And so how was that?
I was trying to find a spot. I went somewhere. I didn't tag anything. I just filmed a DIY that was no longer. It turns out it was gone. The city tore it down.
Yeah.
But I just filmed a little clip and posted it in my story. I get a message from Dave. I don't know Dave. But he's like, "Are you in San Antonio?" And I'm like, "Yeah, and I'm looking for places to skate." And then he came through 100%.
He just hosted you around San Antonio and never met you. I mean, this is the first time you've met him.
Yeah, and then he helped me. He filmed that, so he didn't even know how to film. He had to run down there and get that. And so I was originally planning. I saw that curve, and I'm like, dude, I think I did boardside that curve. All right, let me. But then I'm like, I gotta do a juggling, and I was thinking 3 balls. But then I'm like, other people could do 3 balls. I've never seen anyone do 4 balls, and if I can do this, I gotta step it up.
That's the first time for I don't think anybody in the whole world. I'm gonna put that on. Nobody in the whole world has juggled 4 balls in rail slid, 100-foot rail slide either. So I mean,
I don't know. I was just like, I was hyped because I was feeling good.
Out of billions of people, it's kind of cool to think billions of people in the world have never done that, and that's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, and I'm just glad it worked out. I caught because you don't want to. You have to throw the balls kind of in front of you, and with 4, you're actually doing 2 in one hand and 2 in the other.
Sketchy.
And they go like this. They never cross. So I'm throwing 4 like this, and and then I had to. You can't drop and make it. That's not. For that trick, you have to catch all the balls, and then you have to roll away. So, but you have to do it right before the end. So, because you have to watch where you're going, so it was a lot, and it all came together. I think it was maybe 2nd try. I was pretty hyped. I was hyped on that one. I think that was my ender.
Yeah, that's tight, brother. Yeah. Way to go, Laban.
I remember filming you in Grants Pass also when we did that line going over the wall. That was pretty rad. You did a trick up the thing. Yeah, That was one of my favorite sessions that we had. I mean, going down the hill too. That was a rad day with your brother Eric.
Oh, we skated
good
that
times.
weird grate.
Oh yeah, the grate that we all did tricks into.
You did like a no comply.
No comply.
You went in fakie on that thing.
You did the fakie big into it.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was a fakie big.
Was it a fakie big?
And some door tricks that were super fun.
Eric did an ollie dump truck into it.
Yeah, which
Wow.
Wasn't that before his neck surgery?
That was a great session. That was right after his neck surgery.
You sure?
I don't know. Then I'm going to get footage of that, of what is inside of his neck.
And yeah, remove 3 or 4 of his vertebrae, and it's replaced by scaffolding that looks like it's from the fucking hardware store.
It was 10 years ago, I crushed the discs in my neck.
From my understanding, they had to literally take them out, right?
Yeah.
And they had to replace them, and I saw x-rays, and it looks like stuff they bought at Home Depot and created scaffolding for vertebrae. I'm not kidding.
Holy
it's
shit.
Nuts and bolts, now he can't, move his
Yeah, you
neck
can only
that way,
imagine
but he's
having
saving better than
metal.
ever.
Yeah, right now he is.
Literally, he is, dude. I was just in Lincoln City with him last week.
And I don't want to give anything away, but the new Blockhead video is going to be rad. There's going to be some rad Eric footage in there. I just want to let you know.
We're all like old dudes, just still like
old dudes
dropping parts.
I love this, dude.
crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
And so that's why I'm so proud to be on Blockhead, because all of us are very good friends. We've been skating for 35 years, probably somewhere like that. We're still doing it to this day. I mean, like having a great time, using our houses for skate parks, meeting up as much as we can to go skate. It's getting late. It's like 11 o'clock at night, but I'm going to meet Dave Bergthold at 8 in the morning tomorrow to go skate. So, and you know what? I'm getting a phone call right now because I have to go run and grab my girls from a concert that they were just at right now. So I'm going to call this interview with Laban Pheidias, my brother from a different mother, best friend, skate mentor, and all around beautiful human being. So thank you, Laban, for having us over all the time over here and just having me over tonight and making me some vegan enchiladas.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And I'm
I mean,
glad.
I'm almost too spicy for you. I tried not to.
I stopped by Donut Friend too and got him a donut. Hey, it all works out. I'm getting the phone call again. Much love. Peace. Laban Pheidias. CurbNerdChris, I'm out.